Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Tutor Online platform. We say thank you to all of our subscribers, and if you are coming for the first time or you've not subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button so that you get notification whenever we post new videos. Okay, today we want to continue the topic we started earlier, variation. Yes. In our last video we talked about variation. If you have not seen the video, kindly click in the description. You see the link there, you can come and watch it before you come to watch this. Okay, and we were able to establish kinds of variation that we have. We talked about direct, that we have direct variation, indirect, which is also called inverse, joint variation, partial variation, and we are able to work on direct variation and indirect variation. So today we are going ahead. We want to check what joint variation is. Just like the name joint. Joint variation is just a combination of direct variation and inverse variation together in one question. We were able to establish that okay, when you are talking about direct variation, you say that when one increase, the other increases too. And you talk about inverse variation as when one is increasing, the other is decreasing. What if we have the two of them together in a question? This is referred to as joint variation. But before we go ahead, I want to make an important note on what I taught also in the last video. I want you to know that there are times that they will not spell it out like x varies directly as y. Sometimes they can just say x varies as y. They will be silent about which kind of variation they are talking about. In such questions, you need to just go ahead and do a direct variation. Okay, I'll take that again. Some questions can be so direct, they can be so easy that they will tell you that x varies directly as y. But if they do not mention it, they are just silent about the kind of variation they are talking about, and they just say that x varies as y. All you need to do is just to go ahead with your direct variation. Okay. So today we will solve this question. This is an example of a joint variation, and we'll go ahead and solve it using the formula that we've learned either in direct variation or in inverse variation. Okay. The question says x varies directly as the product of u and v and inversely as the sum of u and v. Then we are given that u is equal to 3 and v equals to 1 when x is equal to 3, and find x when u equals to 2 and v is equal to 2. Okay, so let's go ahead. Firstly, they mentioned two things there. They mentioned products of u and v, and they mentioned sum of u and v. Another thing that we want us to note is that they mentioned variation that is direct, and they mentioned the one that is inverse. So you ask yourself, when you have u and you have v, and you talk about the product of u and v, what do they mean? Product of u and v, is simply uv. While sum of u and v is simply u plus v. Okay, so let's go ahead. X varies directly as what? Directly as the product of u and v. Directly as the product of u and v, that's uv. Don't forget, we said earlier that product of u and v is uv. Okay, so if you say that x varies directly as product of u and v, you mean that x varies directly as uv. Then they said, and inversely as the sum of u and v. Anytime when you're talking about direct variation, they are always on the same line. But anytime you're talking about inverse variation, one of them is going to be a fraction. So you come back here and say, okay, varies inversely as the sum of u and what sum of u and v? U plus v. So inversely we have over u plus v. If the questions were separate, in the sense that they say that x varies directly as u and product of u and v, you have this. And if they say that x varies inversely as the sum of u and v, you have this. Okay? But now it is joints, they are together. So what you can do is just pull this up and then put the other one below it. Okay, so the next step we change the variation sign to equal to. The only way you can do that is to introduce a constant. I want us to introduce a constant because I don't want two constants. Okay, let me try and show you something. Because if I just go ahead and say that okay, x is equal to a uv over u plus v, I am not wrong. If I say x is equals to a uv over u plus v, I'm not strong. You have to just introduce just one constant here, because there are times we want to introduce two constants. Sometimes they want to say, okay, since we're having two variations, direct variation, inverse variation, and then why not say that this is kuv over c to u, or over, normally when you talk about direct variation, you want to introduce a constant at the numerator, and when you talk about inverse variation, you want to introduce another constant at the numerator. So sometimes you can say, what if we have this? If k is for uv and then c is for the one of the sum, we are still saying the same thing, because if you multiply your k and c together, when you multiply two constants, you still get another constant. So we can pack them together to say, okay, we have just one constant. So the lesson is, whenever you are doing transposition, you need just one constant. You don't need two, just one constant. So instead, u is equal to 3, v is equal to 1 when x is equal to 3. This is v when x is equal to 3. So let's go ahead. 3 is equal to, well, let me just put it on the other side. So you have 3 is equal to a into brackets. U is 3, v is 1 all over. U is 3, v is 1. Okay, so you have 3 is equal to, if you multiply 3 by 3, you get 3 over 3 plus 1, you get 4. So you can do what we call cross multiplication, so that you have 3a is equal to 3 times 4. And you have your a is equal to 3 times 4 divided by 3. With this, you get your a is equal to 4. So that means our constant of proportionality is equal to 4, of which we are supposed to have declared it here, that where a is a constant. Okay, please don't forget that. So we can come back now to write the formula. That is the formula connecting x and the other entities u and v together. So you have x is equal to 4uv over u plus v. So this can be called law. Don't forget I gave you the four names: law, equation, formula, relationship. So what if they have asked us to find x when u is equal to 2, v is equal to 2? We have to find x. So you have your x is equal to 4 into bracket 2 into bracket 2 divided by 2 plus 2. This is going to give you 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. This is going to give you 16 over 4. So you have your x is equal to 4. Okay, don't forget what we have learned today. Transposition is a combination of direct and inverse variation. Then you only need to introduce one constant. And don't forget to always report your constant by the time you introduce it. Okay, watch out for our next video, because we are going to simplify what partial variation is. Partial variation is something that is a little bit wide compared to the other ones. So we are going to work solely on partial variation in our next video. Don't forget to click the subscription button so that you can get notification whenever we post the video. Also like this video, and we expect your feedback from the comments. Thank you very much. See you next time.